If a team member comes to work and believes that I am the general or they are the general and act as they would, they owned the business, we win. The customer wins, the company wins, the team member wins. We want you, the team, to handle your job, your projects, your responsibilities. The simple answer is look to our mission statement and look to our core values. If you use those as your guiding principles, it's very difficult to fail to deliver the expectation that we have set. In the mission statement itself, safety comes first. In everything we do, put safety first. When we're talking about what we do, we provide comfort. We enhance comfort, right? We make living spaces brighter, cooler, cleaner, and that goes for water too. We make water cleaner. We make it easier to get to the place where we need it to. So if it's that far away bathroom and you need it delivered hot, we do that. That's comfort, right? And then efficiency. Always make sure we deliver on the efficiency. Improve the environment. Now, how do we apply that here in the office? Or if we're not actually doing the work of the technicians, the sales team? Well, one, we always keep safety, comfort, and efficiency as our priority when we're communicating to the homeowner, when we're communicating to each other, and we're going about our day-to-day activities. But beyond that, go to the core values. Are you being accountable? Are you being intentional, right? Do you have urgency, and are you being responsive? Are you results-oriented? All of those things, keep them at the forefront. If the team, the individual keeps that at the forefront, we stay on track. At the end of the day, again, I'm going to stress this. You'll hear me stress this time and time again. Safety first. Safety, 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 right? Get up, come to work, go home, get home to your family, be safe. And that doesn't just count when you're here at the office. Be safe on the weekends, on vacation, wherever it may be. I think the most important thing to remember, in addition to everything I've just said, is I want the team to show up like they are the general. You know, I often get asked, who's the general? Who's the general? Well, my answer is we're all the general. The general is a philosophy. It's a belief system. If a team member comes to work and believes that I am the general or they are the general and act as they would, they owned the business, we win. The customer wins. The company wins. The team member wins. And the reality is that's how I got the opportunity to become president and CEO of General Air Plumbing and Electric, is I showed up and came to work every single day like I owned the general. And eventually, the owner of the general at the time recognized that and gave me the opportunity to carry on, along with Francisco Rodriguez, ownership of the general. And one thing I'll say, addition, is, and asked, like, who is the general? What is the general? I always like to go back to the movie, it was the 80s, classic movie. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it, The Princess Bride. And in The Princess Bride, there was this character, the main character, the Dread Pirate Roberts. And the Dread Pirate Roberts, to the outside world, was some almost mystical individual because he just existed. But the reality is, as the story goes on, and in the movie you learn that the Dread Pirate Roberts was more of an idea and a concept than a person. Although somebody took on the role of the Dread Pirate Roberts and would be in charge of the ship and the crew, when that ship came into port and the Dread Pirate was ready to retire, he already had a protege he was training and mentoring. And they'd pull into port, they'd all get off the ship, the Dread Pirate Roberts would then go into retirement, and the protege would board as the Dread Pirate Roberts and continue the legacy. So I like to use that as an analogy as to who the general is and what the general is, because one day the general will carry on, and it'll be mine and Francisco's time to get off the ship, go into retirement, and our proteges to set sail on our next adventure as the general.